Hello everyone, I'm Brian. Today I'm reacting to a story to explain law of karma coming with you. Now that is interesting just because the only thing that you take with you is, well, technically nothing. But I was gonna say Brahman is what you take with you. It's not you don't take Brahman, you are Brahman. But nothing attaches to Brahman, so how does karma follow you? It's an illusion. But I'm curious to see what Lakhani here has to say. Let's go ahead and get started.
In a city in India in ancient times lived a despot king, a mad king. The king was known to invite people to come to his palace, and then for no reason he would kill them. So nobody wanted to visit the king's palace. They were frightened of this king, madcap. How can you deal with this guy? A man who led a very honest, pious life one day had a knock on his door saying, "The king has invited you." And the poor man shuddered. He said, oh dear, my days are up. And he was shaking and shivering. He said, better go to my best friend. He went to his best friend. He said, come with me, my friend. Look, the king is invited. I'm shaking. Look. The best friend said, oh dear. Bad news. Very bad news. I know you're my best friend. I like you. But it's pointless now. So I'm going to say goodbye to you from my doorway. Bye-bye. Didn't go. He says, my best friend. He didn't want to come with me. He went to his second best friend. He said, come with me. Look, I'm shaking. The king is invited. He said, oh dear. Okay, we like you so much. We'll come with you. We'll hold your hand and come to the palace gates, the king's palace. We'll come to the king's palace. And after we come to the king's palace, we will say bye-bye to you. We can't go in. You know what the king is like. So you go by yourself. The man said, these are my second best friend. They were only prepared to come so far. It's not, I spent my whole life looking after my first best friend, the second best friend. They're not prepared to do anything for me. He was still shivering, shuddering, frightened.
What can they do for you? Nothing. I mean, now mind you, I don't know if the king kills everyone that goes there or just the one he invites. So basically, if you go there but he didn't invite you, he's not going to kill you. Again, being technical here, but I'm guessing the fact that they're not going is the fact that he just kills everyone that goes there. What about the guards, though? Again, being technical there. But I mean, what can they do? Like, you want them to witness your death, in a sense?
He met an acquaintance, just an acquaintance. And the acquaintance saw him shaking. He said, why are you shaking? The king has invited me. Oh, I know a problem. Don't worry, said the acquaintance. Not will I just hold your hand and come with you. I will go ahead of you to the king and plead on your behalf. I will go before you. The man said, you're just an acquaintance. You'll do all that for me? The acquaintance said, yes, I will do all that for you. I'll go ahead of you and plead on your behalf. The man said, this is fantastic. You're a good chap. Now let me tell you the real story behind this. That madcap king is the king of death. He beckons to us, any one of us, anytime, say, come, visit me, and we shudder. Time for us to go. We shudder. And immediately we turn to the thing for which we lived all our lives. I'm just making a general statement, don't take it personally. So the thing for which we lived all our life, for most people, has been money, possession, property. We've been hanging on to, yes, my lovely house, my car, my money in the bank account. Yes, I'm about to die. And I tell them, can you come with us, please? And they say, bye-bye. We don't come with you. We stay here. You go. That's your best friend.
That's weird. I don't think that's what people think about. I mean, there are probably rich people, some people who think like that, yes. But I think most people think about their families, especially if they have a family. All the money in the world, they realize really can't buy you anything. Your family is what really brings you happiness.
The second best friend are our family and friends. We lived for them. We've done so much for them. We interacted with them all our lives. Time for us to die. So we turn to them and say, come on, we are going. They say we will come to the grave
I gotcha. And I guess the last one's gonna be karma.
Go to the crematorium. We'll hold your hand to the palace gates. Then we say bye bye. You go. Didn't work. And who is the third acquaintance we didn't really care too much about, yet who wants to go ahead of us and plead on our behalf? The third acquaintance that we never really thought about are the actions or the activities we have put into motion. All the lovely activities we have done, the character that we have formed for ourselves is the only asset that is linked with us, that comes with us in transmigration of life. When we go from one life to another, the character, the discipline, the upright character that we have built is the only thing that will hold our hand, go ahead of us and plead on our behalf, saying, here comes a wonderful person. This, if you like, the thing that we never perhaps bother with so much, building up a strong, upright character, is the acquaintance who goes ahead of us to plead for us. You may think this is a very Hindu story and nice, loving, nice, sweetie story. When I did it at the Muslim college, I teach at the Muslim college in Ealing, Zaki Badawi's college. I did this example, and one young lady said, Mr. Lakhani, it's not that different from Islam. I said, really? Yeah. So we are good at saying that when you go to the grave, one thing goes with you. Your action, your deeds go with you. Everything else will come home when we send you to the grave. And this thing, again, so I smile. I say, see, you see the resonance in other faiths. Even though we have different ideas of what, this idea of good action or good activities here and now, shaping our lives here and now, is what religious teachings tell us about. We use different ploys. We may say only 2 lives, we may say many lives, but the idea is to lead a very courageous, very upright religious life here and now, to shape our destiny, to, if you like, take us to the next life, or the life in the hereafter. So if you like, I've touched on this kind of sweet stories to explain this idea of reincarnation, which is at the heart of Hindu religion. It is very central, and it is, if you like, crucial for a Hindu, Jain, Buddhist and the Sikh to believe in the theory of cycles of life and death.
Well, didn't quite. I don't think you explained very well. Again, so there's kind of two brains, two thoughts here. One, when you understand Advaita Vedanta, as in there's no such thing as karma. Um, there's no such thing as this thing following you, and because how is it? The only thing that's real is Brahman. Then there's the second one, which is essentially everything. Karma does exist. Uh, um, not Brahman, sorry, Bhakti Yoga exists. The duality, where you're still trying to gain enlightenment. So when you're enlightened, there's no such thing as karma. When you're not enlightened, as far as I know, all these things exist and they're real. Karma, duality, bhakti yoga, the knowledge that you're trying to separate yourself from yourself, trying to separate yourself, your, excuse me, real self. That was weird. Anyways, your real self from the illusion, trying to see your true self. Let me put it that way. And then both Jnana Yoga and Raja Yoga are very similar. Just one is through actual thinking, and the other one is through absence of thinking. Absence of everything, actually. One is saying, I am not this, I am not this, I'm not this. The other is thinking of that nothingness. But again, it goes to the same thing where eventually Bhakti Yoga, not Bhakti Yoga, Jnana Yoga will get you to that nothingness. So either through meditation or through knowledge that you discover your true self. Whereas Bhakti Yoga and Karma Yoga, oh God, I'm sorry. Bhakti Yoga and Karma Yoga are dualities, where you essentially gain merit or gain good karma by acknowledging One is through action, of course, karma yoga. The second is through God, where you just kind of let things go and you just do the best you can. You let God, you do the best you can, let God handle the rest, essentially. So again, there's that duality. There's that not duality. There is that two ways of thinking for me. It's the fact that it does not exist, and the other one, which in fact it exists, and which is how you obtain enlightenment. Then when you attain enlightenment, then it does not exist. Really weird. And also at the same time, rebirth does not exist as well, because well, one, again, Brahma is the only reality. Two, there is only one consciousness, so in the one consciousness is our true self, so therefore every baby is us. So we are always reborn regardless. Even the enlightened ones are us, are reborn. Clearly, for example, I guess Swami Vivekananda. I mean, there's it's really weird to say his consciousness is my consciousness, or my consciousness is his consciousness. Your consciousness is his consciousness, and my consciousness, and everyone's consciousness, because it's just one consciousness. But yet we are still being reborn. This consciousness is still being not really born, but my hand, not really being born, but keeps creating these humans to keep being born in this world. So anyways, that's my that's all I have to say about this video. A story to explain law of karma coming with you. Interesting. I mean, I did understand the story portion of it, but I'm guessing, I was hoping you would explain why it followed you a little bit, as opposed to saying that explaining in the story that it followed you. Anyways, if you like my content, please consider subscribing, thumbs up, the stand down below. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next vid.